Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. General Hospital Tuesday, August 6 recap. Morgan stops Sonny's fatal jump. Kristina's hysterectomy. General Hospital, GH, spoilers recap for Tuesday, August 6, reveals that Laura Collins, Jenny Francis, gave Kevin Collins, John Lindstrom, a cupcake along with some tickets to a Broadway show for his birthday, so they took a moment to celebrate their love despite being busy with work lately. Meanwhile, Kristina Corinthos Davis, Kate Mancy, suffered internal bleeding and had to be rushed to the OR, so Molly Lansing Davis, Kristen Vaginos, cried to TJ Ashford, Tatch Bello, since she refused to lose her sister after they already lost the baby. At one point, TJ mentioned to Molly that their little girl still needed a name and suggested they couldn't lay her to rest without one. Someone from Kristina's medical team hinted that they may have to do a hysterectomy, but the doctor was thankfully able to avoid it, at least for now. Kristina was stable, so Alexis Davis, Nancy Lee Grahn, visited her while she was still unconscious. Molly was up next, so she wept as a tearful Kristina woke up and kept trying to say she was sorry. Since Sonny Corinthos, Morris Bernard, bailed on spending time with Donna Corinthos, Scarlett Spears, without an explanation, Carly Spencer, Laura Wright, vented to Jason Morgan, Steve Furton, at her place. Jason got updates on Kristina's window tumble and medical ordeal over the phone, so he gave Carly the news and pointed out that the baby didn't make it. Dante Falconieri, Dominic Zamprogna, was the one who filled Jason in, so Jason joined him at GH to discuss their mutual concerns about Sonny since he was missing. Soon after, Jason got Brick, Stephen A. Smith, on the phone and learned he had a guy take photos, though Ava Jerome's window, so he convinced Rick to send him the pics of Ava and Kristina's confrontation. While Sam McCall, Kelly Monaco, ranted to Dante about Ava being a human wrecking ball, Scott Baldwin, Kin Schreiner, finally made it to the PCPD. Scott wanted reassurance that Ava never laid a hand on Kristina, so Ava acted like she'd never do that to a pregnant woman. After Anna Devane, Finola Hughes, and Harrison Chase, Josh Swickard, heard about Kristina's baby not surviving, they confronted Ava about John Jagger Cates, Adam J. Harrington, luggage since it was found in her closet. Ava suggested Cates was keeping his stuff in her suite since Carly threw him out of his own room. Scott blamed the faulty window for Kristina's fall and suggested the luggage didn't matter, so he pushed the cops to let Ava go free. While Scott was off trying to find a judge who could help Ava, Jason showed up and handed Anna his phone so she could see the incriminating photos Brick sent. Moments later, Anna gave Ava a chance to change her story, since they had proof that Ava wasn't quite truthful before. When asked once again if she had any physical contact with Kristina before she fell, Ava said she might have, but it was all such a blur. Once Anna showed Ava the photos of her grabbing Kristina, she wondered where they came from. Anna acted like it didn't matter and ultimately placed Ava under arrest for assault and manslaughter since the baby was deceased. Back at Carly's house, Donna worried Sonny missed their playdate because he was fighting with Carly. However, Carly suggested that they could fight and still love each other, just like Donna and Avery Corinthos, Ava and Grace Garola did. On the hospital rooftop, Sonny stood on the ledge and considered jumping, but Morgan Corinthos, Brian Craig, appeared to him in a vision and pushed him live for his family, including all his kids and grandkids. Sonny felt like he brought destruction to the people he loved and insisted Kristina's baby would still be alive if it weren't for him. Although Sonny blamed himself for Morgan's demise too, Morgan argued it was Ava's fault for messing with his meds and sending him off the rails. Sonny thought Morgan was there to tell him to finally do the right thing and end this. But Morgan kept pushing him to think of the family who still needed him. Once Morgan disappeared, Sonny later vanished from the ledge as well, leaving fans in the dark about his fate momentarily. Thankfully, Sonny wound up in Kevin's office, where he admitted he needed help since something was wrong with him, and he couldn't take it anymore. General Hospital spoilers say Sonny will finally get the assistance he needs when it comes to his meds, so we'll bring you more predictions on what's next for him. The General Hospital's episode of Tuesday, August 6, was a whirlwind of emotions and intense drama that left viewers on the edge of their seats. The scenes unfolded with gripping narratives and heart-wrenching moments, showcasing the depth of the characters and their intertwining fates. #Morgan's desperate race. The episode opened with a tense atmosphere, the camera panning across the familiar skyline of Port Charles before zooming in on a distraught Sonny Corinthos. Standing precariously on the edge of a high rooftop, Sonny's face was etched with despair. The weight of his past decisions, coupled with recent betrayals, had driven him to this breaking point. The usually unflappable mob boss seemed lost, his eyes searching the horizon as if seeking an escape from his torment. Below, Morgan Corinthos, Sonny's son, was frantically racing against time. A desperate phone call from an anonymous tipster had led him to this location. The tipster, it turned out, was none other than Carly, who had sensed the severity of Sonny's despondence. Morgan's heart pounded in his chest as he sped through the streets, his mind filled with memories of the times his father had been there for him. This was his chance to return the favor, to save his father from a fatal mistake. Bursting through the door that led to the rooftop, Morgan's eyes locked onto Sonny. "Dad," he shouted, his voice breaking the eerie silence. Sonny turned, his expression a mix of surprise and sorrow. Morgan's plea echoed in the air, a son begging his father to step back from the brink. "Please, don't do this. We need you. I need you." The edge of desperation. The rooftop scene was a masterclass in acting, with both actors delivering performances charged with raw emotion. Sonny's internal struggle was palpable, his body language teetering between succumbing to the abyss and the pull of his son's words. Morgan, tears streaming down his face, took tentative steps forward, his hands outstretched in a gesture of love and desperation. "Think about Mom, think about Avery and Donna," Morgan implored. "We can get through this together. Just come down from there." Sonny's eyes filled with tears, the pain in them almost unbearable to witness. Slowly, he began to move away from the edge, each step feeling like a monumental victory. Morgan's relief was evident, and as he reached his father, he enveloped him in a tight embrace. The moment was cathartic, a powerful reminder of the unbreakable bond between father and son. Christina's heartbreaking news. While the rooftop drama unfolded, another part of Port Charles was being rocked by equally devastating news. Kristina Corinthos Davis, Sonny's daughter, had been grappling with severe abdominal pain for weeks. Ignoring the symptoms had only worsened her condition, leading to a rushed visit to General Hospital's ER. Dr. Terry Randolph, the compassionate and skilled oncologist, had been overseeing Kristina's case. After a series of tests, the results were back, and they were far from what anyone had hoped for. Christina was diagnosed with a severe form of endometriosis, which had caused extensive damage to her reproductive organs. The only viable option was a hysterectomy. A shattering revelation. Kristina sat on the examination table, her mother, Alexis Davis, by her side. The room was thick with tension as Dr. Randolph explained the situation. "Kristina, I'm afraid the damage is extensive. The best course of action is a hysterectomy. I'm so sorry." The words hit Christina like a freight train. Her dreams of having children, of experiencing motherhood, were instantly shattered. Alexis, always the stoic lawyer, couldn't hold back her tears as she embraced her daughter. Christina's mind raced with a mix of disbelief and grief. How could this be happening? She felt a profound sense of loss, mourning the future she had envisioned. Finding strength in adversity. Despite the devastating news, Christina showed remarkable resilience. As she processed the reality of her situation, she found strength in the support of her family and friends. Sam, her sister, rushed to her side, offering comfort and solidarity. Together, they began to navigate the emotional and physical challenges that lay ahead. Alexis, determined to be a pillar of support for her daughter, put on a brave face. She reached out to Dr. Randolph to discuss the best possible care for Christina, ensuring that she would have access to the best treatments and support systems available. The Corinthos Davis family, though shaken, rallied together, their bonds of love and unity becoming even stronger in the face of adversity.